On campaign with his father, Alexander had finally been given the chance to prove himself. Things were not always so harmonious between father and son. Alexander's fiercely protective mother Olympias was not Philip's only wife, nor was she a full-blooded Macedonian. At the wedding feast for Philip's seventh wife, the girl's father proposed a toast.
May the gods bless this union, and may it produce a legitimate Macedonian heir.
And what am I then? A bastard?
Philip rose, drew his sword, and advanced. Not on the man who had insulted his son, but against Alexander. Thoroughly drunk, the one-eyed conqueror tripped and fell flat on his face.
Here is the man who would lead you from Europe into Asia, and he can't even cross from one couch to the next!
Yet for every quarrel, there was a reconciliation. And Alexander once again rode at his father's side as Philip bore down on Greece. Philip had long wished to be master of the Greek world, and the wily campaigner had used all manner of diplomatic tricks to extend his influence to the south. For years, an uneasy peace abided. But now, the Greeks prepared to make one last stand against their would-be conqueror. Astride the road to Chaeronea, the Greek forces waited. On their right, the Athenians, their empire long diminished but their pride irrepressible. On their left, the Thebans, among their ranks the elite Sacred Band. From the north, their long pikes swaying above storms of dust, came the Macedonians. And on their flank, with full command of the king's finest cavalry, was Alexander.
Alexander, see those Thebans opposite your flank? I want you to break them. Then me and Parmenion can shatter the rest. Clytus, keep an eye on the boy.
Aye, sir. Right, Alexander. Rule number one of pitched engagements. Control the ground, control the battle. You want to be fighting them out there, not fending them off from your camp.
Alexander! I hear you didn't lose a single wagon to those pilfering Trebalians. So you get a share of the spoils. Finally, something earned through your own sweat, not just your fortunate birth.
Finally, Clytus, I am given the command I deserve! Oh, glorious day!
Aye, a fine day for all sons of Macedon. Listen up now. I think your father's about to give his speech.
Macedonians! I won't bore you with oratory. Let me just recall what these Greeks say about you. They say your victories were won through luck, not skill. They call you brigands, not soldiers. They say you plunder sanctuaries and debauch yourselves in holy shrines. They call you drunkards. They call you liars. They call you scum. They call me a barbarian. Me! A descendant of Heracles! Well, by the 12 gods, today I'll tear their tongues from their lying mouths and let them choke on their slander.
Hold the line there! The Greeks take the field, they'll come barreling into our camp next. We need to get men to the front lines faster. Put down some outposts on the route.
Aku, Pai, Netia, Erkomai.
All of our efforts culminate here, Armenian.
Oikodomeo.
When the Greeks finally submit, Persia will be next, and you will establish a foothold for us in Asia Minor.
So long as you are king, I know that Macedon will prosper.
Ne, Chronicles. Oikodomeo. 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 Prostagmata.
Tiestin. Daro.
Pay attention, boy. They're trying to turn the left flank. Sort it out.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
This battle plan seems needlessly complex. Where is the glorious charge? A king should press the attack, always. Lead his men into the bloody fray.
Dead king leads nobody.
They're trying to push through the center. Philip, are you sure your boy is up to this?
Chetlanos. Ne, Chronicles. Tideleis. Netondia. Akuo.
Tiesti. Hetorpai, Leitontia.
You know, your father spent some time in Thebes as a youth. Learned half of his tactics there. Some right smart generals they've got. You take the Theban commanders out, and the rest will panic.
I have the strangest sensation, Clytus. Like a gnawing in the pit of my stomach.
That's nervousness, Alexander. We mortals feel it all the time.
Try not to get yourself killed, boy. Your mother would have my head. I fear her wrath more than any Greek.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Nekoranos. Oikodomeo. 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 Oikodomeo.
Cairo.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Chetlanos. Erko. Pai. Metaleo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Oikodomeo.
I have waited so long to show my father that I am worthy, but fortune is fickle. 1,000 things can happen in the chaos of arms.
You've been trained all your life for this. All those tutors Philip hired. All those sword masters, and tacticians and riding instructors. There's no one more ready for war than you, lad.
Prostagmata.
Γάιρε. Χέτο είμαι. Ναι, Κοράνος.
Ναι, αρρωγείς.
Τι εστίν? Οικοδομαίο. Χέτο είμαι. Επισκιουάζω.
Γάιρε. Ναι, δια. Πάει. Ναι, δια. Oikodomeo.
Έτοιμος. Τι έτσι?
Why do you prolong the battle, father, rather than striking at once? Does that not simply feed the enemy's hopes?
I see those tutors of yours were a waste of money. Think, boy. Our men are professionals, hardened, drilled. The Greeks are amateurs. A longer battle favors us.
Τι δεν λέει?
Οικοδομαίο. 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 Προστάγματα, βάινο. Οιέσο, χουλοτομαίο. Οικοδομαίο. Τι τελείς?
Oikodomeo.
Γάιρε.
Oikodomeo.
Τι εστίν?
Oikodomeo.
Τι τελείς?
Oikodomeo.
Χέτο είμαι. Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο. 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 Οικοδομαίο.
Parmenion, if it comes to pass that I am no longer king, that boy will take my throne, and it'll fall to you to see that he fulfills my plans. Don't let him be led astray by wittering soothsayers or simpering poets or those preening friends of his. You advise him. You tell him straight.
Χέτοιμος.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Τι δεν λέεις?
The lavender grows thick in these perfumed valleys. Like a summer garden. Like maidens by a stream. And we'll stomp it into ruin. As men do.
Μεταλλιούο. Oikodomeo.
Τι έστει?
Oikodomeo.
Ναι, οικοδομαίο.
Ναι, Chronicles. Τι τα λέει, τι έστει?
Χέτοιμος. Οικοδομαίο. 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 Οικοδομαίο.
They're no Thracian warbands or Illyrian goat snatchers, these Thebans. They're proper soldiers. I lived among them, back when I had 2 eyes. Saw them batter their stuck-up rivals. Men worth killing.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Τι έστιν?
Μεταλλιούο.
Κάιρε, μεταλλαίο.
Dies, nei ton dia, kangarmo, poieso, vain, nei ton dia. Akkuo. Gaile. Nei, Chronicles. Hetoimos, prostagmata.
Don't foul this up, Alexander. Me and Parmenion have worked on this plan for days. We've worked on this invasion for years. Doesn't slip now.
Episcuatsu. Prostagmata. Baino. Ακούω. Ασμένος. Ακούω.
Kangarmo. Hetoimos.
Tiesti. Oikodomeo, 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 oikodomeo.
Χέτοιμε. Μεταλλιούο. Μεταλλιούο.
Titele, Neitodia, Poies, Ergo, Kangarmo, Tiesti.
Look at these Theban panoplies. Gleaming shields, ash-wood spears, crested helmets that could make serving boys look like myrmidons. What do you want done with it all? One commander lies dead. Look how their ranks quiver.
Bain, Erchomai, Bain, Net, Ojes, Asmen, Bain, Net, Asmen, Erchomai, Asmenos. Raide. Oikodomeo.
Another commander down. Well done, lad. Only the sacred band remains. The Thebans' finest hoplites, unmatched in skill and strength. The men that laid low the Spartans.
Ναι, κοράλος. Ακούω. Ναι, τον Δία. Προστάγματα. Καίο.
Ναι, κόρα. Μεταλλαίο. Oikodomea.
Leiton Dideles. Prostagmata. Tiesti. Etoi Arboieso.
Χέτονος, ακούω. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Ναι, oikodomeo. Κάιρε. Έρχομαι, ναι, πάει. Προστάγματα. Oikodomeo. Χέτονος. Oikodomeo. 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 Τι λέει, μεταλλαίο. Επισκιουάτσο. Είστε επισκιουάτσο. Τι λέει, χέτονος, μεταλλαίο.
Τι λέει, λέει τον Δία. Δίες, ακού, έρχοες. Lei con te, cangasso di Macedone!
Against the finest warriors of Greece I have stood, and I was not found wanting.
You've achieved nothing yet, boy. Save the speeches and trophies for later. There are foes still to slay.
Κάιρε.
Τι εστίν, ασμένος, ακούω. Oikodomeo, oikodomeo.
Rip into their flank, Alexander. Like gutting a pig.
Oikodomeo, oikodomeo, oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Δίες. Lei cangasso.
Imagine the terror those Greeks will feel. They entrusted their flank to the Thebans, but from the dust and tumult we will emerge, thundering forth the very image of death!
Fine. Prostagma, Akua. Hetoimus, Hoieiso.
chose this, Greeks. I didn't ask for your cities, or your treasures, or your love. I asked only that you recognize the law of power and submit.